Optimizing PO. Automatic generation of PO from PR. Optimizing PO. Automatic generation of PO from PR. So here the following necessary settings are to be maintained in order to generate PO automatically from PR. Okay, we need to maintain some settings in order to generate a PO automatically from PR. So we'll see what are the step by steps. So the first step is activate automatic PO in the material master. So MM01 or MM02. MM01 means for new material. MM02 means for existing material, as you wish. For example, I want to go to MM02, that is change material. Enter the material number. In the select views, select the view purchasing. Organization levels. Enter plant. Enter the plant. Press enter. In the purchasing view, there is an indicator called automatic PO. Activate the indicator automatic PO. In the purchasing view, activate the indicator automatic PO. Save. Next, activate automatic PO in the vendor master. XK02. Enter the vendor. Company code. Purchasing organization. Enter the vendor. Company code. Purchasing organization. And in the bottom, activate the indicator purchasing data. Press enter. Now here there is an indicator called automatic purchase order. Activate the indicator automatic PO. Save. With the combination of this material and the vendor, we will create info record ME11. So here you enter the same vendor where you activated the indicator automatic PO, and here you enter the same material where you activated automatic PO indicator, purchasing organization and plan. In info category, activate standard. Press enter. In the general data, enter the reminders, the first reminder, second reminder, and third reminder. Click on text. So enter any text information. And PO text. Click on conditions. It's a normal info card how we created previously. Enter the gross price and enter the remaining condition types. Enter the condition types. Save. System will take to the next screen, purchasing organization data. System will take to purchasing organization data. Enter planned delivery time. Save. So info record is maintained. Next, activate source list indicator in the material master. Activate or maintain source list indicator in the material master. MM02. Enter the material. and select views, purchasing. Organization levels, enter the plant, press enter, and here there is an active indicator called source list. There is an indicator called source list. Active the indicator. Next, create or maintain source list ME01. Enter the material and plant. Press enter. Valid from, valid to, vendor, purchasing organization. Press enter, save. Now create a PR ME51N. Enter the material, quantity, plant, store location, purchasing group, purchasing organization. And at the corner you have info record. Don't forget to maintain the info record document number. Material and the vendor. Press enter. Enter the info record number. The moment when I press enter, here if you observe, you are able to see fixed vendor. From where you got this fixed vendor? Because of maintaining the source list. Because of maintaining the source list, so we get the fixed vendor. Now you save the PR. So PR is created. Now execute the transaction code ME59. Execute the transaction code ME59. What this ME59 functionality says? It is a transaction code for automatic creation of PO from PR. It is a transaction code to generate automatic PO from PR. Enter purchasing group, purchasing organization, vendor, plant, and at the bottom there is an option called purchase requisition. Enter the PR number. Enter purchase requisition number. Enter purchase requisition number. Execute. Execute. Now see guys what the system displays. Purchase order created automatically. The system automatically displays purchase orders created automatically. So by maintaining all these steps, that is automatic creation of indicating activating the indicator, activate automatic PO in the material master, activate automatic PO in the vendor master, maintain info record, maintain source list in the material master, create source list, then create a purchase requisition, and don't forget to maintain the info record details in the PR. Then after that, once if you execute the transaction code ME59, the system automatically displays purchase orders created. If any of the step is not done properly, once you execute, it will not display the PO number created. And we can check whether for that purchase requisition is a purchase order is created or not. So if you want to check, so you go to change PR ME52N, make sure that whether the system displays your created purchase requisition or some other purchase requisition. If it is some other purchase requisition is displayed, then click on this other purchase requisition and enter your PR number, what you created. Press enter. Enter your PR number, what you created. Press enter. Now in item details, you have a tab called status. You have an indicator called status. So here you can see the status of your purchase requisition. It means for this PR, the PO has been created. So how the system has created? Material and the requirement quantity is taken from purchase requisition. Supplier or vendor is taken from the source list. The net prices and the conditions are taken from the info record. So therefore, by maintaining all these settings, once you execute the transaction code MB59, the system displays the PO number automatically. Okay. With all these settings, once you execute the transaction code MB59, the system creates PO automatically. So this is about the scenario automatic PO creation by taking the reference of PR. So just before going to the next topic, we'll discuss about this account assignment category, item category. So normally This account assignment category, if you take from our point of view, will maintain in two cases or in three cases mainly. One is while you are creating a PR or a PO for non-stock items, and another one when you are creating a PR or a PO for services, and when we create a third party purchase requisition and third party purchase order. So what is this third party? That we'll discuss later on. So in these scenarios, we'll maintain mainly this account assignment category. So the functionality of this account assignment category specifies which account assignment data is necessary for an order item, such as cost center, account assignments, and so on. So the main function of account assignment category is to determine which account assignment data is necessary for a purchase order item, such as cost center, account number, and so on. So here you have different types of item categories, different types of account assignment categories, as one refers to third party, and K refers to cost center, P refers to projects, etc. So whenever we are creating a purchase order for non-stock items, when you are creating a purchase order for services, in next couple of scenarios we are going to see services, and we have another scenario, third party purchase requisition. So in these cases, from our point of view, I'm telling you, so from our point of view, we'll use this account assignment category K. Okay. Next, item category. So here, the main function of item category determines how the procurement of the materials, goods, and services is controlled for an item. So here you have different types of item categories: standard, consignment, subcontracting, limit, service, third party, stock transfer, etc. So like this you have. Okay. Now see here. If you go to purchase order ME21N, so they will ask you the definitions, account assignment category, item category, etc. From our point of view, what are the account assignment categories we are going to use it. So here you will have in item overview A, account assignment category. Okay. So whenever you are creating a purchase for non-stock items, what you are entering here? So we'll enter K, that is cost center. In the similar manner, in future classes, when we are discussing services, we'll create a service purchase order. At that time also we'll select the account assignment category K. And there is another scenario, third party processing. At that time we'll select the account assignment category 1. And you have other item account assignment categories for other modules and all. Okay. Then item category. Now, so far, what type of purchase order you are creating? This item category will determine what type of PO you are creating it. In the interview, they will ask you, how can you identify a purchase order? What type of purchase order it is? It means that is only because of item category. By displaying the item category, we can decide what type of purchase order you are creating. It's a standard purchase order, or a subcontracting purchase order, or a consignment purchase order, or a service purchase order, or a stock transport order, etc. Okay. So far we are just seeing only standard. In the couple of classes we will see the remaining. Okay. Suppose I want to create a consignment purchase order. The moment when I enter item category K, no, it is not a normal PO. We call this PO as a consignment PO. Suppose I want to create a subcontracting purchase order. Then the item category we maintain is L. No, this is not a normal PO. It is a subcontracting PO. Suppose I want to create a service PO. Then I'll select item category D. So depending upon the item category, the system determines how the procurement process is controlled for an order item. Whether it is a normal standard purchase order, or it is a consignment purchase order, or it is a stock transport order, or it is a subcontracting order, etc. And these item categories are standard even in the real time. So far whatever the PR and PO you are creating is just a standard only. Because if you don't enter any parameter here, what does this mean? It means we are creating a standard purchase order. Because for item category standard, you don't have any identification indicator like alphabets or numeric or what it may be. Okay. So these two parameters are very important. Account assignment category and item category. So account assignment category is mainly used for the non-stock items where you don't have the materials. And item category, it will decides what type of purchasing or what type of procurement or how the system is going to control the order item by using item category. And these are the different item categories what we have even in the real time. Okay. Yeah. So here the next topic is document types. This is very important. So what is this document type means? I will show one by one the purchasing documents. Long back we created a purchase requisition ME51N transaction code by using this transaction code. At the corner you are able to see purchase requisition standard. See here, we did not select any option, but the system by default displays the document type purchase requisition standard given by SAP. In the similar manner, if I go to the purchase order scheme ME21N, here also at the corner the system displaying standard PO, that is document type given by SAP. And I created a RFQ using the transaction code ME41 where I entered agreement type or document type AN. In the similar manner, I created a contract, whatever the type of contract. So here you have agreement type or document type. So by selecting the agreement type document type, you can identify what type of contract it is. It's a service contract, or it is a quantity contract, or it is a value contract. Then I create a schedule agreement ME31L. So you'll enter the vendor agreement type, that is document type. So like this, each and every purchasing document belongs to a document type. By defaultly, there will be some document types which are given by standard SAP. Even then, if you want to configure our own document types, we can. We can configure our own document types. So what is the document type means? So the main function of document type is to determine or to distinguish how the procurement of the materials and goods and services is controlled for an order item. Okay, so the main function of document type is to distinguish or to determine the difference between purchasing documents. So the main function of document type is to distinguish or to determine the difference between purchasing documents. So in order to identify the purchasing documents one by one, okay, so these document types are used. So depending upon the document type, the procurement process takes place. So depending upon the document type, the procurement process takes place. And these document types will have some important control functions like item interval, that is serial number, number ranges. It means whenever you are creating a purchase requisition, purchase order quotation, the system is displaying the number. How you are getting that number was unless and until we maintain the number ranges in the background. Then only the system will display the number in the front end. Whenever you create a material, vendor, customer, purchase order, sales order, production order, etc. Okay. So each and every purchasing document belongs to one document type, and these document types will have some important control functions. Okay, these document types will have some important control functions like item interval, serial number, number ranges. Whenever you are creating a purchase order, quotation, contract, the system is displaying the number, right? How it is displaying that number? Will it displays automatically? It will displays unless and until we maintain the number ranges in the background. So here we can define our own number range intervals for these purchasing documents. And the next is field selection key. So the concept of the field selection is it contains so many field selection groups. Under each field selection group contains number of fields which are maintained as required entry, optional entry, display, etc. So in the purchase order, you have so many fields, not only purchase order, purchase requisition, contract, quotation, agreement, etc. So whenever you are creating a purchase order, the system displays the number. How it is displaying number? Because of number ranges what we maintain. And this fields selection key contains so many field selection groups. Again, each field selection group has so many fields. So where these fields will be displayed? In the purchase order. So depending upon the requirement, we can choose the fields and we can leave the fields in the PO. So it means in this topic we are going to see the background settings, that is the configuration settings related to the So what are the fields we have in the purchase order? I can make maintain as a required entry, or I can make it as a disappear from the PO, or I can make it, maintain it as a display, etc. So in this topic, we are going to see the background settings for the purchasing documents. So we can define our own number ranges, and we can maintain whatever the fields we want, and we can remove the fields, whatever the fields we don't want, etc. So in this topic, we are going to see the background settings for all these purchasing documents: purchase requisition, purchase order, RFQ, contract, schedule agreement, etc. Okay. So next heading is document types for the purchasing documents. So again, these document types are classified into three categories. Okay. So in which cases we'll use this three document types, in which business scenario we'll use it, that we'll see in the tomorrow class. The topic is document types for the purchasing documents.